Shanti, how do you meditate during the day or while sitting quietly?
Yes. The purpose of meditation is to find peace, to be free from ups and downs, to be free from all the stimulations. All the stimulations that we call pleasure is also painful. They bind us. So really, mind is the cause of pleasure, mind is cause of the pain. Mind is the cause of liberation, mind is the cause of bondage. So really, mind can be utilized as a means to experience bliss. Mind doesn't solve any problem. Mind only confuses the problem, and more you dwell on the mind, you will get more confused. This is why all the philosophies and all the lectures you hear, you only create confusion, because confusion is removed by quieting the mind, experiencing the peace within our own self. Okay. So the mind should be kept quiet. So everything is about the mind, quieting the mind. Mind cannot be totally shut down. Mind shuts down during dreamless sleep. Everyone goes through that during the night. That revives us. Other times we are aware with five senses and the world, with a direct perception of the world, and other one is by reference, like pramana and anupati, and second one is by looking at the smoke, we can say it is fire. So this, then other one dream world, and third one unconsciousness. So mind goes through three stages: waking stage, dreaming stage, and dreamless sleep. And then there is a fourth stage which is constantly awake, that watching the waking state, watching the dreaming state like lucid dream, and awareness of darkness of the mind, total covering. That is the state to find total peace. To whatever extent you can quiet the mind, to that extent you can find the peace. So, two things in the present is pramana and anuman. Pramana means direct experience. Anuman is to get by reference, just thinking like that. Okay. So for quieting the mind, that's whatever technique you use to quiet the mind will give you peace. So while you are sitting, you can observe the breath. You can practice yoga, breathing techniques, watch your diet. All this will help with preparing for quieting the mind. Watching the breath, observing it, getting deep into it. So your breath becomes subtle, rhythmic, smooth, steady, and it becomes longer. So that as breath stretches out and becomes rhythmic, mind becomes rhythmic. Restlessness disappears. When mind relaxes, you go inward to consciousness and higher self, and you experience peace. So first quieting the mind, and then asking the question, who am I? Going inward, that I am the one who is observing all the changes within the mind, all the changes of the emotions, all the changes in the body, pleasure and pain. experiencing the world, experiencing what people say, experiencing all the material things, interacting with everything, but we are constant. Things change, people change, thoughts change, emotions change, our belief changes, but we are constant observer. When we become an observer or drishta, we become free from what is observed. That means we are the master. Everything that is observed is changing constantly. So this is the practice called non-attachment or vairagya. Vairagya means to see the difference between permanent and impermanent, real and unreal. Self is real because it is constant. It remains constant in all the times, all the places, under all circumstances. Everything other than self keeps changing with time, place and situation. The world changes, people changes, our body changes, sun will die away one day, mountain, oceans will change. There is nothing permanent in the world except the observer. So this is considered spiritual discrimination or vivek. If we get that, then we become free from attachment to all the things which are changing. So to whatever extent we find stillness within, then we lose the power of things to control us. So self, which is constant, consciousness, untouched by any sorrow, when is attached to the things, people, to the body, thoughts or emotion, we lose the control. We are controlled by that. As soon as we come to the center, we become the master and experience bliss. So this is simplest practice which requires hours and days and weeks and months and years of practice. So little by little you become good at it. Also you can apply during the day. Whenever you are walking, driving, cooking, talking, you can be aware that you are the observer and everything is changing. This way you get out of impulses, because impulse is something you do instantaneously without thinking. You become visionary. You can see the total situation. You observe silence, talk only as necessary. You improve relationship. You make proper choices. You don't do impulsive buying. You don't do impulsive talking. You save relationship. You spread joy. And this is the practice during the day. Observe the breath and see everything else is changing. If you practice regularly in quiet meditation, then you can easily apply during the day. So active meditation is application during the day. Quiet meditation is doing while you are sitting quietly. Both influence you. They both influence each other. So you have to rearrange your lifestyle. Keep this to be major goal so that you become aware that this is what I want. It becomes undercurrent so that you are driven toward it. If you don't have undercurrent, you can get pushed into the world. So this is the answer, that apply this during the day and also any time when you have chance to meditate.